Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Jonas. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 319 of the Level Up program and day number 29 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table and playing a blue-collar craps style of play. It is Monday. Last week we finished off the week with a really good series of 4 rolls, and that good series of throwing actually continued on into the weekend for me. I actually went to the casino on Saturday as well as Sunday, and I was up at Oneida in Green Bay. And Saturday I went up, and it was a 6-hour marathon. I went up with $500 for bankroll, and I was down almost $400, and I just could not get a profit going. And all of a sudden, it had about hour number 5. I actually shot, and I hit the small, which I was not on it at all, but I had a decent roll, and somebody rolled right after me, and I was able to recover all of that $400, and I walked out with a $75 profit. So I got that profit, and I was out the door as fast as possible. And a similar thing happened to me on Sunday. I was there for a little over 3 hours playing. Again, same scenario, $500 buy-in. I was down to, I had like $130 left in a rack. And again, just was not getting any rolls. And all of a sudden I rolled and another guy rolled right after me. And same scenario, I walked out this $65 profit. So profit of $140 this weekend between 2 sessions. And on Saturday, I rolled the small on my second roll. I only got a chance to roll 3 times during that whole period. And I had 2 medium rolls and 1 really good roll. And again, like I said, I hit the small. On Sunday, I got a chance to roll twice, and both times I hit the tall. And so that was a fun exchange. The first roll was somewhere around the 10 to 12 mark, and the second roll was close to 30 rolls long. So it was an extremely long roll, and it was definitely enough to get recovered on my bets in that. So anyhow, guys, if you made it to the casino this weekend, make sure you put in the chat. Let us know how you did. But we're going to start off with Crapsee. We have a bankroll here of $1,897. So our goal is to get about $2,100 or just shy of $2,100 on the bankroll for the day. And if you look at the notice on the screen, I'm still accepting player chips, but I need them before this coming Friday, so that way I can start working on the project. I did start the table build this weekend, and I have the video probably about a quarter of the way edited, and but that video is not going to come out probably for another month or 2, because I have a way that I'm going to hopefully bring the videos out and show you guys and unveil the project net. So in YouTube, we got Lazy Dog checking in number 1. We got Roger Omsey Craps checking in next. Uncle Hoku. And on Kick.com side of things, we got Seth and Lazy Dog as well. So let's get started. 12 people on YouTube. We've got 11 people on Crapsee, and I'm going to go $15 pass line bet. I'm playing this as if it is a $15 table. Good morning, Frida. All bets set. Dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6 is our dice set, cousin 1 set. And the 2 things actually that I did this weekend, especially yesterday when I threw, was I made sure that I came in and the dice were in my fingers really perfect, if you will. I made sure there was no splits. They weren't off-centered, nothing. They felt comfortable. The second thing I did is I relaxed. So we got a 628. That is the Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. So we got a 628 to start off our throw. I'm sorry, it wasn't yesterday. It was Friday and Saturday that I went to the casino. I strike that back. It was not Saturday, Sunday. It was Friday, Saturday that I went. The reason I say it was not yesterday is because yesterday I was working on a table build, and I got a little bit of a metal cut on the tip of my finger here. And it's one of those, it's like a paper cut, and it hurts like hell every time I bump it. So I'll type in on the keyboard on the end there. It kind of sucks. We got Rick S checking in on YouTube, JR, Joel, and Dustin one. Good morning to everyone. And what are we going to do for our bets today? Let me see what we're going to do. We have an $1,800 bankroll. So let's try doing that 110 inside again. And on the first hit, we'll pick up a 4 and 10 and look for a second hit then. So we'll try that once. 110 inside. And let's go $15 pass line odds. So we've got $25 on the 5 and 9. We got $30 on the 6, $15 pass line bets. We got all our pass line odds, and then we got all bets set here. Dice out. Sticking with the 3-2, 3-6. What did we have the last one? The last one was a 6-2. So we had both dice were off axis. We had an explosion on both of them. So dice out. And that is a safe result, by the way. Dice did cross. We have another 2, 4, 6. This time, this is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So that'll be our first hit. That is a hit that we were looking for, an inside hit. So that is good. So now we can pick up with that $35. We'll pick up $15 on the 10. We'll pick up $15 on the 4. And our goal here is to take one hit. And then what we'll do is we'll come down, we'll go to 60 on the outside, and we'll start trend betting upwards from there. So let's go all bets set here and dice out. That was a single pitch on the left die. That was a double pitch on the right die, which is a safe result. Here we go. And we have another 2, 4, 6, Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So that is perfect. So that is the second hit that we were looking for. And hopefully I have a cord that's hanging down right above where my dice are throwing. Hopefully I don't hit that cord. It's kind of hard to fix right now as I'm doing the live stream. So we got, instead of landmines, we got the sky mines here on the CMJ table. So, but anyhow, we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go to 60 on the outside. And that means that we have got $70 brought back to the rack. And we've got we got $75 on the table because of that pass line bet. Let's do this one. So let's take down that 10. Yeah, let's take that on 10 so that way we're into profit right now. So $70 brought back to the rack, 60 on the table. We got $15 on the 4, 5, 9, and then the pass line bet for the 8. So let's call that all bets set. And they saw it again. That was a single pitch on the right, left side. That was a double pitch on the right side, which is a single pitch ultimately, and that is a safe result. Let's go all bets set. A little short on that landing zone, but we have another 6. Wow. This time it's a KitchenAid mixer, 516. So definitely a hot number to start off with here. And unfortunately, we don't have anything on the 6, so maybe I should have went 66 inside. But let's see. Let's do another roll here. I'm not going to switch. That is the one thing that I noticed this weekend. I played exclusively the $18 6 and 8. I took one hit, and then I would press both of them up. I dropped $3 and press both of them up to $30. And then I would take a hit on that one, and then I would drop them right back down to 18, and that would give me enough to do a $2 hop 5 and a $15 field bet, and I would start building up from there. And that worked well for a few of the shooters. A few of them I got burned a little bit. Um, there was 3 shooters that something happened where I did slightly different betting and I ran through. I was allowing myself $40 per shooter, and I burned through the money and I didn't have any more money to spend on them. And they went on and they had like 20, 30 rolls, and I'm like, oh my God! I'm just sitting there watching. One time I went to the bathroom, I came back and the guy was just starting to roll, and I refused to jump in and start betting once that roll has started. I always find that to be a bad omen for myself. And I sat and watched him, and he was a 30-plus roller as well. So I missed out on that one also. But we got all bets set here. 3-2, 3-6, days out. Ooh, I shanked it to the right a little bit, but we got a 6-3-9. That would be the center field 9. So that is our first hit after we came down on our bets. So we're going to make that 9 look like $25. If we hit the 9 again, we will pick up that 10 and probably the 6. So let's make the 9 look like 25 for the current moment. And it's $91 brought back, 70 in the table. That was an explosion on the left die. That was a primary on the right side, so that is a safe result. So we'll stick with this cousin 1 set, 3-2, 3-6, and we'll go all bets set here. And the rebuys, just so everybody knows, should be unlimited. They fixed that problem that I was having when they did the upload last week. And we got 3-4-7. So the roll comes to an end. And if you bet it appropriately, you should have been able to get out of that row and get at least into profit. So we had at least 4 box numbers. How many box numbers do we have? We set a point of 8, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4 box numbers before that 7 out. So you should have been able to get all the shooter, hopefully, in that amount of throws. And hopefully make a little bit of profit. We made $21 profit. So blue collar craps, everyone. Low bankroll, low profit goal. So again, $15 pass line bet. We'll try to do the same strategy one more time here. So $15 pass line bet, and let's go all bet set. Lays out. And we have the square pair, the heart 8, 4-4 heart 8. So there was a gentleman on the second night that I was there, who I got done with that real long roll, and I said, okay, that's enough after the next shooter. I said, that was enough for the night. That was a double pitch on both sides, by the way, primary and the bottom. And I walk up to one of my buddies at the end of the table, and he's standing right next to him, and the guy looks at me and goes, hey, you're that YouTuber. And that's the first time anybody's ever said anything like that to me at the casino. And I looked at him like, yeah. And I said, is that a problem? I felt kind of bad afterwards, thinking it was kind of a cocky answer. But and he goes, no. And I said, well, hey, my name's Joe. I introduced myself and that and all that type of stuff. I said, check the channel out, and then I'd walked out. So, but I felt kind of awkward. First time being called out as the, hey, you're that YouTuber. And I'm like, yeah. So anyhow, we're going to go 110 inside bet level again. It's $25 on the 5 and 9, 30 on the 6. We got $15 pass line odds. And we got Coach Joe checking in. Good morning. So let's go all bets set and dice out. So Dustin one got a profit of $363 on that first roll. That would be enough for me to walk out the door. So dice out. Dice stay cross right at the end. We have a 2, 3, 5. That's the Justice 5. Coach Joe, I'm sorry I did not give you a call this weekend. Honestly, I was so busy with stuff, I literally forgot. And I was at work last night and I was thinking, shit, I forgot to call him again. So that was a single pitch of the dice. Single pitch on the left side, primary and the right side. Single pitch, that is a safe result. And that is a 5. So we're going to be able to pick up the 10 and 4 for $15 a piece. And we're looking for one more box hit here. And let's go. All bets set here. Dice out. Cousin one set. 3, 2, 3, 6. Ooh, that was kind of a weird one. That left one bounced, hit the wall, and it flew right back. But we have OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. So when I threw that second roll, that really long roll on the on Saturday night, I like I said, it was in the 30s, and I hit the tall. And by the time I hit the tall, guys, I only had one small number hit. And this is probably, I would say I didn't hit the tall till I was like, what, 17 rolls in. And of those 17 rolls, every single one of them, except for one of them, was on the tall side. It was freaking, I was just pounding the 8s through the 12s. I think I hit the 12 twice, I hit the 11 twice, I hit the 8, like, I don't know, 4 times. I would be lying if I told you exactly what it was, but that 12 does nothing for us, by the way. So we'll call this all bet set, and we'll go back again. 3, 2, 3, 6, and then I finally threw an 8 or a 6, and then I started working on some of the small numbers, and I had every single number hit except for the 3. That was the only one that I didn't have for the small. Otherwise, I would have had the ATS. I would have hit them all if I would have just thrown that 3 on that second roll. So it was pretty close. So dice out. And we have a 1, 3, 4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So 1, 3, 4. So I'm glad we picked up that 4. And that'll allow us to bring our bets down again. And let's go, that is $62 brought back. So let's go to, it should be 60 on the outside, but that's not be enough because I want to be in the profit here. So let's go, first of all, 60 on the outside. And let's take down that 10 again. And that pass line bet on the 8 will be our last 15. So we got $60 on the table, 62 brought back, 15 on a 4, 5, 9, and the pass line bet of 8. So after I got done with that long roll, my buddy at the end of the table, he goes, you know, if you just roll the dice over to the other side, you'll be hitting the small numbers. And I said, yeah, the sisters. I said, I'm well aware of that. I said, but I'm under the belief that if I start changing the dice set on a hot roll like that, because I was hitting the numbers, and I don't want to screw it up. He goes, "What? You could do that?" He goes, "You could do that on the come out." I said, "I'm aware." So, but it's kind of funny because I don't think he realizes that I do all this type of stuff on a daily basis. But 3, 2, 3, 6, dice out. Ooh, that one is like a high arc, and it was just slightly long. But we have a 628 Duracell 8. Go out, support, free live craps. And that is our point. So we're going to be looking for a new point. And we're going to stick with that $15 pass line. It's looking like the last weekend in May, maybe, I think it is, that Big AZ will be coming up through Chicago area. So that'll probably be the last, or the next weekend that I'm going down to Chicago is that last weekend in May. I have to check the dates, but I think it's like May 31st or something like that, that he'll be coming through Chicago area. So I'm gonna go down and meet up with him and then everybody else that's playing down there. We're gonna stick with that $15 pass line bet here. We got 3, 2, 3, 6. And base up. Looking for a new point. All my box numbers are turned off. They split apart slightly when he left my fingers, and we have a 4-3-7. So that is a come out 7 at pass line winner, a natural. So let's see where we're at. We must be getting pretty close to goal here once. So our goal is to get up to 2,085, and we were at 2,010. So we have another $75 to go to get to goal. So again, we're going to stick with that $15 pass line bet. We have $92 brought back to rec. We have 60 at the table currently. And that last roll was not good mechanics because, like I said, the dice split apart. I could feel that split apart when they left my fingers. So we're not going to really analyze that one too much. So we'll stick with that cousin one set. So Lazy Dog City won lots of cash playing the ponies on Saturday. Oh my God, I just had a bad thought with that one. So what dice out here? And we have a 4-5, the hard 9 to Big Daddy Mac. So 9 will be our new point. So we're going to take that $15 off the 9. Let's move that over to the 10. So now we are truly $60 on the outside. What I probably should do, because we have not hit a 10 yet. No, I'm going to leave it as it is. I was going to say what I probably should do is probably pick up that 8, because the 8 and the 6 is actually pretty hot so far. But we'll leave it on the outside, see what happens. And that was a double pitch on that left die. That was a implosion on the right die. So that was an implosion with a, what the hell, 4 double pitch. So that's a safe result. 3-2, 3-6. That's all. Yeah, we have magic aces, 1-1-2. So we got one of the bookends all the way again. The last time we had the 12. Now we have the 2. So maybe we're working on the other side now. And that was an implosion on that left die. That was a single pitch towards us. So we have an implosion with a single pitch towards us. That is a safe result for the cousin one set. Remember, if we have an implosion with a single pitch away, that is a warning sign on that cousin one set. So we got 24 people playing on Crapsee. You got 21 people watch on YouTube. If you're on Crapsee, make sure you check out the YouTube channel. I know that you can't hear me talking right now, so somebody put that in the chat on Crapsee. Hey, check out the YouTube channel if you're not on YouTube and playing Crapsee at the same time. That would be greatly appreciated. So thanks out. Yeah, we have another 9. We have a Buckeye Buckshot, is it? No, it is not. Or is it? I don't know. No, it was not, because we had that at 1-1-2. So 5-4-9, hit the point. So again, we'll be coming out looking for a new point. So that's 2 unique points here. Got Flyer Jack checking in. Good morning. We got Marble Fork checking in on YouTube. Good morning. Welcome to Level Up on a Monday morning. So that was a 5, so that was a single pitch towards us, and we had a 4 on the other side, so it was a double pitch on the other side. So ultimately a single pitch of the dice, that is a safe result. So again, we're going to stick with that $15 pass line bet. We're at 2,025 if I took everything down, so we're $60 away from goal. So let's go all bet set here, and dice out. I split apart again when he left my fingers. We got lucky. And we have the 5-5, the hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. So we got lucky on that one. Last time they split apart, we got that number that I'm not going to mention. So that's a point. So we don't get paid on that. That's all right, though. So let's move that $15 over to that 9. Come on, mouse, work for it for me, please. There we go. So we're still at 60 on the outside. I'm not going to bring my bets up at all. So we have $107 brought back to the rack, 60 on the table. So you forgot to turn your bets off, but hey, that's all right. You got paid then, hopefully. So let's go 3-2-3-6. That was a single pitch towards us on the left eye. That was an implosion on the right side. So again, still a safe result. Because I want set here and dice out. And we got a 4-5 hard 9. So that is like 3 out of 4 rolls, I think. 3 out of 5 rolls that we got that 5-4 variety. So that is awesome. So we are going to press that 9 up to a quarter now. And we're making the 9 look like a quarter. We have 128 brought back, 70 on the table. And it's good to see Dustin one back in the chat again. I like seeing his progress that he makes in other rolls. He doesn't play the Crapsee program. He rolls it out on his table while he's watching the show. So that is always fun to see his comments. So let's go all bets set here. 23 people watching, 23 people on Crapsee. So thank you. We got 11 likes. So the next thing you need to do is start giving that thumbs up so we can get some more viewership, hopefully, on YouTube. And we got 3 people watching on Cap. So we got dice out. Nice cross right at the end. We have another hard 10. Old Bay Bushel, 5-5 hard 10. So that is our point. We hit 3 different points now. So we are working towards that fire bet, the 4-point fire bet. So let's see if we can hit a different unique number here. Either the 4, 5, or 6 would be perfect for a point. And that brings us at $14 shy of goal, $19 shy of goal. Sorry, we have $19 left to get the goal. So if we get, and I don't want to say it right now, but if we get a come out 7 or 11 here, that'll put me close enough to goal to take my bets down and just keep rolling up for you guys, and I would be walking out of the casino. So, I mean, I hit goal now in what, 28 minutes of throwing the dice, where it took me, and my goal was $200 on Friday night, and it took me 6 hours to get to $75. So it's a big difference. So dice out. Ooh, that was a weird roll. The right one stuck and actually rolled backwards, and the left one took off on us. But we have a unique point, 145, the trucking camper. So I guess 5 is our new point. Wow, we're working on a 4-point fire bet here. So I guess it is asking you shall receive, maybe? I don't know. So 3-2-3-6. We're going to move that $15 off the 5. Let's move that over to that 10. 143 brought back to the rack, 70 on the table. And let's go all bet set. Oops, come on, mouse, you got to work. I think I might need a new battery here pretty soon in the mouse. That's out. And now the left one stuck. Wow, that is weird. 156 KitchenAid mixer. So how did that right one stick the one before, and now when the left one stuck and the right one took off? Kind of weird. And we had nothing on that 6, so that was no help for us. I need one more hit here, please. One more hit so I can take the bets down. That would be perfect. So that was a 1-5. So we had an implosion on the left die. We had an implosion on the right die. So double implosion. That is a safe result. 23 people on Crapsee yet. 22 people on YouTube. And all bets set. Kind of veered off to the left a little bit, but we have the 5-6, the mid-bow yo. That is Cheeto coming to us from above. So all we need now is that midnight for the tall. And what do we need for the small? We need the 3 and the 4 for the small. Oh, we need the 8 also. I didn't hit the 8 on this. Why is the 8 not showing on the shooter? Interesting. Oh, because I reset it on. Okay, never mind. I had to come out 7, but that 8 is still counts for that fire bet. Okay, that's what happened on that. But anyhow, let's see if we can hit that 5 and we'll get the 4-point fire bet all the way, even though we can't bet that on Crapsee. So 3, 2, 3, 6. And we threw 11, so we'll go bet set here. Dice out. Dice crossed again. Guys, look what we got. We got the OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. So all we need to do is hit that 8 now, and then we will be all set. For the tall, at least. Good morning, Ryan, checking in. It's been a couple weeks or a couple days there, buddy, since you've been here. Hopefully your cruise went well. Awesome. Thank you for sending it off, Ryan. That is greatly appreciated. And I hope I get those before Friday so that we can get those included in on the board. If you guys are just tuning in, if you look down here, these are all the chips that I have that are going to be going on the table. And I have about 5 or 6 people that have promised them and that have sent them in the mail. I'm just waiting to receive them. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 chips down here. And I have about 5 or 6 still coming in the mail, so that's 27, and I needed 32, so we needed 5 more approximately. And then these here are tokens from a Nevada old slot machine, and that was sent to me by Lazy Dog. He sent me a total of 10 of them. And that was something I did not expect, so we're actually going to incorporate that into the build as well. And I think that's going to be a real unique touch once we get those set up and that. But let's call that all bets set here and dice out. See if we can hit either the 5 or let's not talk about the cruise. Let's see if we can hit the 5 or the 8 here. 5 or 8 would be nice. Dice out. And we got neither. We got a 1, 6, 7. Ouch. So I iced myself. I think it's whenever that Ryan guy jumps in on my chat is when I ice myself. I'm just kidding. That's funny. But anyhow, that was a sharpshooter on that one. We almost got that tall. And we're at 1991 on our bankroll, so we need about $90 or so to get to goal for the day. So again, 3, 2, 3, 6. And if we have another warning sign like the last one, then we'll switch over to that cousin 2 set. So, but that was a 17 rower. I'm fine with that. happy with that. We made a profit of $73 on that last shooter. Don't worry about it, Ryan. That's funny though. But anyhow, we'll go all bet set, looking for a new point, shooter number 3 for the day. Ooh, the dice landed tight together, a split right apart. But we have the square pair once again for heart 8. And as they would say, give a like and a subscribe. In fact, they're the ones who started all these dice call shenanigans. And then Sideshow Gamble jumped on with Chiro, and they came up with their dice calls. And then I said, hey, wait a second here, guys. We got 3 channels. I need my own call. And I always heard Waylon talk about Little Joe on the end. And so I said, that's not a Little Joe, that's the Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. And then I started naming all the different dice sets, and that's how Degen got his call, and then Obey Bushel, Craig from Obey Craps. I couldn't think of one for him. He went to 5-5 heart 10, so he actually came up with his own dice call, but it was at my prompting. So I just went out there with no pass line bet. So we're gonna go 110 inside. I forgot to place my pass line. So I'm going to pretend that somebody else is shooting. We got $25 on a 5 and 9. We got $30 on a 6 and 8. All bets set. And we have another Old Bay bushel. 5-5 hard 10. So that does nothing for my bets, because I'm on the inside, and that is one of the drawbacks of the inside. So I need to hit an inside number so I can pick up the outside. But that does extend the roll here. So that was a single pitch towards us on the left die. That was an implosion on the right die. So we have an implosion, single pitch towards us. That is a safe result on the cousin 1 set. If it was a single pitch away, then that would have been a bad thing. So let's go. All bets set here. 26 people playing in Crapsee. We're down to 21 on YouTube. So guys, gotta check in. Gotta check in on YouTube. Thanks, Lazy Dog, for putting that chat out there on Crapsee, saying, Joe says, get on YouTube to chat and learn the blue collar strats. That is awesome. So let's go. All bets set here and dice out. And we have a 3-3 hard 6 double Degen. So this table does have ears. We talked about the double Degen, and we did roll it. So that is going to be hit number 1. So that's going to allow us to pick up that 4 and 10 now for $15 a piece. Good morning, John, checking in. So if you just joined in, guys, I did start the table build this weekend. I got to the Menards, and I spent, just in the lumber and supplies that I got there, I spent $255 on the table at Menards. And then early last week, I ordered a bunch of stuff on Amazon, and I spent, is not red wine. It is not red wine related, Lazy Dog. It's actually a piece of metal that I was using to measure things out with the table build. But I also spent $148 on Amazon. So we're about $300 and almost $400 in on the table already. So let's go. All bets set here and dice out. And I have 2 different people that are offering felts to me right now. One person actually got them sent to me already, and the other person is offering, so I'm going to see what theirs looks like. Also, maybe I can incorporate both of them. I have an individual that offered to give me some alligator walls, at least one alligator wall for the back wall, so I'm going to, again, look at that. Good morning, Ken and H. And then we have all the tokens and coins here of people that have sent the stuff in as well. So trying to make this as community related to table build as possible. Dice out. And we have another 5-4 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So that is our second hit that we're looking for. Now we can come down on our bets. And we will be in profit. That is perfect. This is our shooter number 3, and this is the third shooter that we were able to get out of. So Ken says Menards lumber is terrible, and it is. You got to be so careful. But fortunately, I only bought plywood there, which was still expensive as hell. I got a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood, a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood, and a 1/4 inch sheet of plywood, and that alone was about $150 just for the plywood itself. But if you get any of the boards and that, yeah, you gotta. When I go to Menards and I search through the boards, I bet you I go through probably 20 to 30 boards before I find the one that I actually want. It's usually at the bottom of the pile, and then I got to restack all that shit back up again. So, but I will be, Kenneth. I am recording the build. It's going to. It's going to be probably about 2 months, a month and a half to 2 months before you start seeing the videos coming out. My goal is to get the build entirely done before I start putting the videos out. In fact, I recorded all the stuff this weekend, and I actually have the video, the first video, or actually it'll be the second video coming out. I actually have it about 1/4 of it edited already. So my goal is to get most of them edited before I start putting them out. And the reason being is, first of all, before I forget, let's take our bets down. We are $24 away from goal, so let's bring our bets down. We're going to go 60 in the outside. But my goal is to get all the table built completely 100% before I start putting videos out, because when I did that first video series, I built the table, and what I was doing is I was working on building the table during the week, and then I would have that whole week to do all the edits on the, and then I would next week do another set of build and then editing. I was putting out one video a week there, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I was spending 20 hours on the weekend building the table, and I was spending 20 to 30 hours during the week editing the videos. So I mean, it was a ton of work just trying to keep up in the head. So lesson learned. I'm just going to do it all at the end here once it's done being built. Dice out. Dice cross again. And we have another 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. And the other reason that I'm going to be waiting just a little bit on the videos coming out is that way it's going to be closer to October. Remember that the table build that I'm doing is going to be going up for auction in October. I believe it's October 19th is the Craps for the Cure. And this can be down in Vegas, from my understanding again. And hopefully what we'll do is we'll be able to drum up a lot more interest for people to place bids on that table for the Craps for the Cure, because it is going to be donated for that, though. But I am looking in the chat if anybody can come up with an idea on how I can get this table delivered to whoever purchases it, though. That is one of my dilemmas right now. 27 people in Crapsee, you get 21 people on YouTube. And let's go all bets set here. Dice out. And we are $3 away from goal. So let me... shoot, I should have taken my bets down, but that's all right. We'll go all bets set here. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. We got out of it good. We have a 6-3-9 center field 9. So that's going to be enough to make goal for the day. So I'm going to take my bets down, but I'm going to keep on rolling for you guys, and so I can get the practice in. But this is where I would take my bets down if I had all my bets that were on a contract. And I would probably be walking out the door right about now. So we are at $2,103. So we are over goal by $18. So that's $18 profit, fun money. Let's do a $15 field bet and see if we can make that grow from there. So that was a explosion on that left die. That was a primary on the right dice, so that is a safe result on that cousin one set. Yeah, good morning, Jen. We just made paycheck as I speak right now, so we were close still on at the end of the second shooter, but the money on the table brought me down a little bit. But let's go all bets set here. So we are at goal for the day, and this is day 5 or 6 out of 7 or whatever that are out of 6. I don't even know. We've only had one losing session over the last how many sessions here? Days out. Yeah, we have another 4-5 hard 9, and that was a bad mechanic throw there, but I'll take it. 4-5 hard 9, and that is a field winner. So I got a little bit of money to play with now. So let's do this one. So let's take that $15 out the field. Let's put it on the 5. Let's put the $15 we just won on the 9. And that brings me at, if I lost all my money, it would be $3 over profit. So I'm fine with that. Now let's just start, see if we can build this up from here. 3, 2, 3, 6. And that last one was a 4-5, which is a double pitch, and a implosion, which is a safe result. So all bets set here. Dice out. Still at 15 likes. Let's see if we can get some thumbs up going here, guys. We've had 20 plus people watching for majority of the show today. And we have an ace deuce, a 2-1-3 Alfredo sauce. That's one number that I have not been throwing much of, including at the casino this weekend. I did not throw much of it either. So that's one number that has been eluding me. Good morning, Bach. Checking in. Yeah, Bach 316. And 3, 2, 3, 6. That last one was a, what do we throw? A 3 in that last one. That was no help for our bets. And that was a single pitched away on the left eye. That was an or a single pitch towards us on the right eye. So that was a double pitch of the dice. So that is a warning sign. So we got to be careful with that. That last one was a double pitch. One of the things that I did notice this weekend and last week when I went to the casino is that I was actually able to interpret the dice very fast at the table. I was using primarily the 3V dice set for both weekends. So 314 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So I was using the 3V dice set in both for both weekends. Last weekend not so successfully. This weekend was very successful with it, but I was able to analyze, and this is where this daily practice comes in, and you can interpret the dice on how they're responding. But once I got in a groove, and I was laser focused on that second shot last night on the second shooter, but once you get focused in, I stayed with the same dice set and didn't really think about it too much after that. Even though I was looking at the results, I didn't make any changes at all. So he threw this weekend right off the profit table. This one breakdown looking to lose. So let's go. What we threw? We threw a 4. That's no help for me. So we'll all bet set. Looking for a 5 or 9 so I can pick up a different number. Peace out. And I ask for a 9, and I shall receive it. Another 4-5 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. So that's $21 extra brought back to the rack here. And let's put it right back out, and let's pick up the 6. So we'll use 18 of that 21. So we now have got $15 on the 5 and 9, 18 on that 6. So we're just going to start betting it up, trim betting it up. And we're $6 above goal right now if I was to lose everything on the table. So all bets set. And that was a double pitch and an implosion. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. And we got a 3-3 hard, 6 to double degen. Wow, that is perfect. We just picked up that 6. So there's $21 brought back as well on that one. I'm liking. So let's put $18 on the 8. Just slowly start spreading it out, and then we'll start trend betting upwards from there. Again, this is the fun money. This is the money that we have extra that we can actually start betting however we want. Either put it in your pocket or put it on the table. It doesn't really matter with this one. So that was a primary on top. And we got Dice Dr. Dan checking in. DDD. Welcome, Dan. And let's go all bets set here. 28 people on Crapsee now. And Dice out. So we've had 114 people visit this table on Crapsee since I set it up. So that's kind of a cool stat. And we have another 134 Joe from Crapsmaster Journey. So when I did the video, when I shot the video on Saturday, I'm gonna kind of, the first video, or the video that I'm working on right now is kind of like a vlogging type style, at least for that one is. So it's kind of neat, but I took I was doing some recording while I was driving, and I took a picture of the thermometer on the car, so that way you guys know that this is 37 degrees when I was outside cutting the plywood in my driveway. 37 degrees outside. A little bit cold. But we're expecting a big snowstorm tomorrow night. We're supposed to get about 10 inches of snow, 8 to 10 inches of snow. So that kind of sucks, but I'm glad I got the cutting outside done when I needed to and got it done. But unfortunately, I was going to do it Saturday morning right away when I woke up and it was raining outside. So I didn't get to purchase the wood and then start working on it till it was almost 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. But let's go all bets set. That was a 4, so that was no help for us. And Dice out. We're at 66 on the inside right now. And dice are not comfortable. Let's regrip them. And that is one thing that I did do this weekend that worked very well, is regripping the dice quite often. And nobody at the table said anything about it. We have a 5-6, the Midmo Yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. And that gets us one step closer to hitting that ATS on the tall. All we need is midnight, and we'll have the tall. For the small, we need the 2 and the 5. And that was a single pitch towards us on that one, single pitch away. So that was a double pitch, so we got to be careful. Double pitch is not friendly for us. 2 out of the 2 7s will show up on a double pitch with the 3V dice sets. So all bets set, dice out. And we got Magic Aces, 112. So I am actually surprised on how well we're rolling today. And the reason I'm surprised is because I have been up. I woke up yesterday morning at about 7:30 in the morning. I have not been to bed since because I had to work last night. And I was working on that darn video, so I did not get a chance to go to bed. And get to sleep before I went to work last night. So, but hey, happy Easter, everyone, for yesterday. So I hope everybody had a pleasant Easter Sunday. Hopefully you had lots of fill. And let's go all bets set here. Dice out. So we need the 5 and the 12. 5 and the 12. Let's hit the 5. A little short on that roll. We have another Midmo Yo, 5, 6, 11. That is Chiro showing his presence today. That's another number I really don't throw a lot of. The 3, the 11, but look how many 11s we threw today. So good morning, Durcell's checking in. He says give that thumbs up, and we're at 20 likes so far. So that's a significant improvement over what we were earlier. 26 people watching yet. And that was no help on my bets there. And let's go all bets set here. Dice out. And we got a square pair, the heart 8. There we go. So that is finally a number that we do get paid on. And that is the point. So we'll be coming out looking for a new point. And if John is still listening, feel free to start your show whenever. If I do run over, please do not wait for me to finish. And we got 3, 2, 3, 6, and we're looking for a new point. And I did not have a pass line on this. We're pretending that somebody else is shooting. So we're just going to leave our bets the same. Yes, they would be, Joe. Yes, a 5, 6, and a 2, 1 would be a double pitch. And let's go all bets set here. Dice out. Actually, only if the 2 and the 1 is on the left side for the 2, right side for the 1. That would be a double pitch, 100%. And the same thing with the 5, 6 would be the 5 on the left and the 6 on the right. So takes out. And we got a come out 7 here, pass line winner, natural, 257. So unfortunately, that does reset that ATS. Not that I was on it, but I was hoping to hit it. Kind of bragging rights, I guess. But our roll's still going to continue, so we're going to still keep on going here. And we got 3, 2, 3, 6. And that last one was a 2, 5, which is a warning. So that was a single pitch away with a with an implosion. So remember that cousin one said if you have a single pitch away with the implosion, that is the warning sign where the 7s do show up. But we're gonna go all bets set here and dice out. You do see some slot chips there, Dan. These are from Nevada. These are old chips. So let's see if that comes into focus at all. So that's what one set looks like, and then the other set will look like this. There we go. That might be a little bit better. Hopefully, the focus is kind of bad on it. But I got 10 tokens there, and they are going to be going into the table build. So if you guys want, their old Hilton slot tokens is what Lazy Dog says, and he's the one who actually donated them to me. On the chip it says Club Cal Nevada, and it says $1 gaming tokens. And on the back side it says Nevada, Reno, and Nevada, and it has looks like a, I don't know what it is on it. It looks like a train on the backside. It says Club Cal, Nevada. And again, it says $1 gaming token on there. So let's go all bets set here. We're still looking for a point on this shooter. And the dice did split off. We have another 1, 6, 7. So that one, the dice landed super tight together and they split apart. So we do want to get a little bit of separation in there when they land, hopefully. So 1, 6, 7, but the roll still does continue. And we had 2 really good rolls today, and the first one we made profit off of as well. So all 3 of them we made profits here. Yeah, the Cal in Nevada never is what it says on the chips there. Lazy Dog. So you use some as lamers. That's cool. So all bets set. That's out. I should check the leaderboard on here. So I bet you there's some pretty big numbers out. We got a 5-3, great 8. So our new point will be 8. So check the leaderboard. I bet you there's going to be some pretty good numbers on there right now. Oops, there's a problem on there. I'm going to have to get back up on there. We got 5-3. There we go. Good. So puck is on the 8, and our bets are going to turn back on again. And number one person is Jarhead, who's still playing. He's at 4,000 on there. And then Frida's in third place with $1,700. That's awesome. I moved from 11th to 9th. I have a positive $681. So let's go. I'll bet set here and dice out to continue the roll. So point is 8. All of our box numbers are turned back on. And dice out. And we have a 3-3 hard, 6 to double degen. That is a number that has shown up quite a few times today. So I'm liking these rolls last week, Friday, and today. It's going to hopefully bring up our averages so we can get closer to what our goals are. And we'll go through that again where we get done here. ATS markers, you could probably go through casino4u.com, Ryan. I'm sure they would have them on there, or casinosupply.com would also probably have them. So check those two websites out. Casino Supply is the one that John and a lot of other people use consistently, and I have only used the Casino for You, but I'm considering switching over to the Casino Supply if I have to buy anything more. But that was a 6, so we're going to go to $30 on that 6. And we'll bring the rest back to the rack. 211 brought back to the rack. We have 78 on the table. And we'll go all bets set here. Dice up. 3-2, 3-6. Dice split apart just slightly when they left my fingers. We have a 415 trucking camper. Another thing you can do, Ryan, is maybe talk to somebody that has like a 3D printer and you can print your own, maybe put a logo or something on it. That'd be kind of cool. And that was a 5, so we're going to make the 5 and 9 look like a quarter. Dr. Dan says, downtown Reno opened 62 years ago tomorrow. And the only time it closes when Kennedy was assassinated. Wow, that's an interesting fact. That is really cool. Dice out. So Jen checked it out. Casino for You does have them, according to Jen. Thank you, Jen, for doing that. Dice out. Ooh, a little bit short. They both kind of veered over. But hey, we got a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend win it. And Daddy Joe, that's the first 6-4 that we've thrown all day. All the other 10s have been at Old Bay Bushel. So we have 3 hard 10s, and this is the first 6-4 for the day. And with that is no help for us with our bets. But I will take the number, and we're a ways away from that ATS again because we had to reset it during the come out. 3-2-3-6. That was kind of a bad mechanics in that last throw, so we're not going to really analyze that one too much. And let's go all bets set here. Dice out. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Again, that right die kind of took off on us a little bit, but our roll does continue. We need the 2 and 4 for the small. We need the 9, 11, and 12 for the tall. 3, 2, 3, 6. And let's go all bet set. Dice out. A little short in the landing zone. We have a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. And this is the roll that keeps on going, keeps on giving. So that is a 6. That is perfect. 516. And we are going to make that 6 look like 40. Now let's do this one. So let's pick up the 4 and 10 for 15 apiece. So now we're all the way across on our bets. All the way across, Jen, not all the way across. 3, 2, 3, 6. And I'll bet set. 21 people still playing here. We're down to 19 on YouTube, 23 likes. And we're at 2 people on Kick. Peace out. I split apart when I left my fingers. We have a hard 8 square pair. We've thrown that quite a few times today. And that is our point. So we'll be looking for a new point again. So we have had only 1 point so far in this shooter. Huh. Interesting. So it goes off. We're not doing any line bets at all. We got 3, 2, 3, 6. And we will go all bet set. Dice out. A little bit hard onto the other table, but we have a 628, the Duracell 8. And what does Duracell say? Everybody put it in the chat. What does Duracell say? Put it in the chat, please. What does Duracell say? I'm not going to say it this time. 628 Duracell 8. So the point is 8 one more time here. And let's do this one. So let's make that 8 look like $30. So Ryan goes, thumbs up. That is correct there, Ryan. That is what Duracell says. Thumbs up. But he also says, go out and support free live craps. So here we go. And I'll bet set. Hit like and subscribe. Support free live content. There you go, Jen. Dice out. A little short, that left one stuck, but we have a 1, 3, 4 Joe from Craps Master Journey. So we have had 50 rolls so far. Good. That's going to help with getting our rolls in for the black belt. That's awesome. 3, 2, 3, 6. And that was a 4, so we're going to make that 4 and 10 look like a quarter. So we are now at the 160 across bet level, and we are about $60 or so above our goal. So that's even better. That's if we lost all the money. If I took all the money off the table right now, I would be about $220 over goal. So, but we're gonna keep it under. This is all fun money right now. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. A little bit of a wild jump, and the roll finally does come to an end. So we got a 5, 2, 7, ouch. And that would be the Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So we got a 5, 2, 7, and that was 3 shooters. Let's go through our statistics for the day and see how we ended up. So 3 shooters, we had a 17, we had a 28. That is awesome, with 152 roll quality points, and the first shooter was a 6, so that must have been a warm-up. But all 3 of them we actually made profit on. We have an SOR today of 17.0, SRR of 8.5, and box numbers and inside numbers are about expected. So was the 4 and 10s. With come out 7s are a little bit high. The horns are expected. The fields are high today, and the hardways are definitely off the charts. Their strong numbers today was that 9, pretty much just the 9, slightly on the 8 a little bit, but. Let's go through our black belt statistics, and this is through the end of last week, Friday. And through last week, Friday, we did 1,061 throws with an SOR average of 9.15, an SRR average of 6.62, and a BSR average of 6.26. And remember, our goals are listed on the bottom right side there. Today's rolls will definitely help us get closer to those goal numbers that we have for black belt. So check the chats really quick here. Thank you guys for the compliments there. Jen was going to say, take it down. Now, Jen, don't tell me to take it down, because you always holler at me when I take my bets down, and you're like, just leave it up there so you can make more money. And then usually the next number is a 7. But hey, anyhow, guys, thanks for checking in today. Hopefully you guys do come back, and gals do come back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Go over to Casino Gaming TV. Watch John do his rollout. And be safe, be prosperous.